So no. So we're gonna be in this butterfly half here, and we're playing it here. So what the Atlanta guys do is instead of coming in, they get this frame on the shoulder and they actually sit back. And now they're looking for this 2-on-1. They're looking for an arm drag any chance they can. So they're always looking to arm drag this arm so that they can get this across and then start coming in to their everything, right?
Yeah, it's not curvy, do that.
Yeah, so everything is predicated off playing from here, and kind of baiting even that crossface to get this arm. And so we can either get a 2-on-1 and pull it, or you can go traditional like arm drag style and then pull it, and then we're coming in, right? And so we're now getting right to our spot, much like the pyramid, like they're just connecting, and then they're looking to get their grab and their reverse grip, as quick as they can from here. So it's just a different way to enter than what we've been doing, where we were playing more in tight and coming under. They're pulling away and using this arm drag to set everything up, right? So, and obviously from this, if I get a good traditional arm drag, I can also bypass the leg and come up, start looking for the back, right? So we're gonna play just around with this back and forth of either entering the leg or taking the back off of this arm drag, right? So if I get the full deep arm drag, I have both options. And so as I go to hit it, my knee pops through, I pull and I help guide him over if I want the leg. If I want his back as I pull it, I'm coming up to my elbow so I can pull my leg out and come up, right? So let's just kind of play back and forth with that a little bit, kind of get used to those controls and kind of see how you feel with it. And, so we get comfortable with that option as well. All right, 3, 2, 1. Control of his wrist, I can arm drag him. Right, so I'm just sliding, getting control of the wrist, and now I can pull him across. Right, so just work this, just catching this and working on hitting this across, and then we're either just bringing the knee in, going to the leg, or as I hit it, I'm coming up and sitting out, right? But it's all predicated off wrist, elbow, right? And if you were here Saturday, like if I turn him, I get more control. If I push the hand, pull the elbow, it breaks his posture, right? So instead of playing a tug-of-war game where I just try to pull it and he just tries to pull back and we're doing this, I push and pull, now I break that structure, right? And then now I can enter into whichever situation. Does that make sense? So work that dynamic of that arm drag a little bit more and make sure we got that down, because that's the whole premise behind this, is having a really good arm drag, right? Let's do it, 3, 2, 1. I hit this arm drag and I pull it across. When I catch this and I come up and I come around the corner and I pull it to the mat, I'm reaching for his far hip, and then this hand's gonna come through and connect. So I'm here. Now I can just kick his leg out and I'm on his back. And I have all of this control. He's not going anywhere. He can't safe haven, he can't do any of that stuff with this control, right? And now I can start looking for whatever. But that gets me there without having to kind of jump up on his back or do any of that stuff, right? So again, we're here. I hit the arm drag. I sit up, I grab this far hip, and now I put my weight into his shoulder, my chin on his shoulder, so I can shoot this through. Now I just kick his leg out and take his back. Right? Let's do that. 3, 2, 1. All right, so instead of just going to the back, I can turn this right into the choke. So I hit my arm drag, sit up, I get this bite. When I kick his leg out and sit him to his hip, I want to line my head up with his shoulder, right? Just like I had an arm. And I come in, the only difference is on this one, I like to take my hand and I'll shove it in here if I can to get more pressure into his neck. If not, then I'll just grab my own head, right? But if I can get this and drive it in, even better. But at least getting to here, head to the shoulder. And now as I compress, I'm lifting his shoulder up into his neck for the finish.
Is there an in-between where you want to just maybe put that hand on his head, on the side of his head, and push?
I don't want to push his head because then it's pushing him away from the chair.
Oh, okay.
Right? If anything, I'd be pulling his head.
Pull his head, okay.
If I want to tighten it up, right? So, because I need his head to go into his shoulder, right? You know, but the big thing is just getting there, and then I'm driving up to drive his shoulder up into his neck, right? So again, we're here. Hit this arm drag, we sit up. I get this bite, I kick this out. I can even just wrap this up and get this triangle on his hip so he can't move, right? And I shoot this deeper, get my head low, and then I push his shoulder up into his neck.
You can get a twister there too, huh?
Mm-hmm. So yeah, if I can get the far arm, right? So you have that that option there for that finish. You know, if you're not getting the finish, then we just go back to the back, right? So let's play with that. 3, 2, 1.